how should have Graham Stephan apologize for the FTX thing. In case you don't know, very quickly, FTX is a cryptocurrency exchange that went down, basically because the founder was using the funds in a bad manner, as it says here. There was a market relationship between FTX and the trading firm Alameda Research, which both were led by SBF. And Graham Stephan has been sponsored by the channel for quite a long time, like 7 months or so.
Let's start.
They're not investing in cryptocurrency, although if they did, I would tell them that it's more important than ever to use a reputable exchange who gives the best pricing and has a wide range of products and services to choose from. That's why I'm really proud to stand behind today's sponsor, FTX. They're one of the largest US-regulated cryptocurrency exchanges in the world in terms of trading volume and data.
And yeah, he has apologized a couple of times. Well, in this first time, he basically advised that people took their money out of FTX while it was available, and it was not available for a long time. And then he apologized actually like a couple of days ago, very recently, in this video where he addresses some points, but he doesn't address everything that I would like to be addressed, which I'm going to explain in this video. This is not me talking because I want to, but because he actually kind of asked in this podcast.
Everyone has their own demand and expectation from me of how I should handle the situation.
Yeah.
And it's frustrating because I have my own intuition of just what I would like to do.
Yeah.
And I worry that's reactionary, that I'm only reacting because of this. And then I've seen other people who are in the same situation as me.
Yeah, basically he asks more for Alexos Morse's advice, but he also asks for our advice in this video.
If you have any other suggestions, I'm also completely open to hearing them out. And if you have any other suggestions for my own vetting process that I could do to improve, I'm all ears. And finally,
so this is not going to be for his vetting process or anything. This, I guess, his lawyers or whoever knows more about law or what he said in that video, that's okay by me. But this is more on the how to apologize to an audience, right? What would I like to know from this? This is kind of putting myself in his perspective from a creator's perspective, trying to both mix my parts and his parts a bit, which with the apology I would come up with which would be something like this, right? We are sorry, blah, blah, blah. Basically, the whole thing was we offered you guys a short-term deal with FTX because their onboarding had whatever benefits it had, right? X amount of free crypto, you could take it out easily, and those referrals help the channel in a very significant way. We cannot give back the money to people who lost it because of logistics, blah, blah, blah. We failed to communicate more effectively the risks that come with staying in a crypto exchange, blah, blah, blah. And we failed to really emphasize the best practices of blah, blah, blah. But we try to financially educate in our way, and we will do our best to do that in the future, something like that. Basically, this addresses that the sponsorship is kind of a momentary deal in time where you get a benefit and I get a benefit, which it is kind of such, and it's not actually real because the brand benefits are bigger, right? You get more in brand than you get in these short-term sign-up deals, probably, as basically Skillshare or VPNs or Squarespace, kind of this whole meme culture of knowing that Squarespace is a place that YouTubers basically advertise on is basically shows the power of this big brand thing, right? But at least it tries to caution the impact of this. You guys also received something, right? You guys received these benefits that you get, these short-term benefits, and I get this help on my channel, right? You also address that you cannot give back the money, even if people will hate you in the comments for it. I think you have to say it, right? You have to. He didn't even mention that he cannot give, that he took money, that he cannot get back, right? I think this should be addressed, right? He should say it. Even if you say it in a way and that cushion is it, like the help the channel, right? This is like the angle I chose in my fake apology to kind of ease the waters, right? To make the apology kind of, I took the money, but at least I didn't take it myself to buying a boat, right? It's to help the channel financially educate. And then because of that, you have to also address that you failed to actually financially educate well, right? If people were signing up to some places that are so shady that they can go down in such a short period of time and stuff like that, it takes some addressing too, right? And now I kind of want to talk about what the point of view of the audience, in my opinion, is, right? Or should be, which is basically blaming the audience, right? If you fall for this, it's like take some blame too, right? This is not advice of how should Graham apologize, but basically kind of what I thought of this, right? Basically that he should take advantage of this moment, right? Take advantage of the fact that this whole thing has happened to help educate more, right? To basically teach the audience that there is no such thing as free money, right? If you've been given a free something, either the business model is something sustained on basically operating at a loss, growth, and then market takeover and monopolizing something, or you are the product in data or something like that, or the LTV, the lifetime value of the aggregate mass of people going in is higher than the free stuff that you get, right? So basically the amount of money that they are paying out, that the company is paying out in promotions, is smaller than the amount of people that will be coming in and paying money and staying, even if they don't want to, or if it's against their best interest or whatever, right? Or directly it's a Ponzi, right? Those are kind of things that should be kind of addressed. Basically, this would restrict every sponsorship or most of the sponsorship that he gets, because the business models themselves are that bad, right? Or they are based in that, not necessarily bad in my opinion, but they are like that, right? So I think he should address that, and he should analyze the case of FTX and what happened with FTX, which I guess is Ponzi, but what he thought it was, right? Because it cannot be different things, right? So address honestly what the kind of business model that it was, and yeah, basically that. And then from my point of view, I think that you should like always think in this blame the audience way, right? Try to take as much responsibility as you can, right? In these situations, like try to analyze this part of the picture, right? Don't go blaming Graham or for whatever, which, well, or do it, but also think in a way that is basically like, how will I not get scammed by these kind of people, right? Or how will I basically acknowledging that there is a huge risk from parasociality, a huge risk compared to other types of advertising that are less parasocial, right? Compared to a billboard or compared to like that. So yeah, basically this is also a good time to reflect on that, right? On this relationship that is fake, and that maybe you trust a person for financial advice and anything like that, but also have in mind the balance of interests, right? I talk a bit about this in this video. PSA, you might want to reverse advice. Basically, reverse all advice that you are given, right? If you see something advice, which advertising is purchasing advice, right? So advertising counts as advice. Take that into account, and yeah, basically reverse that advice. Yes, including this video, you can probably reverse the advice for this video, and maybe there are some special cases where trusting blindly is good. Where trusting blindly some kind of parasocial relationship is good. Maybe there are some edge cases like that, and you should test the hypothesis, right? Reverse my advice too, and see where it goes well, right? But in these cases of parasocial relationships and money or something like that, yeah, I myself may have been creating some kind of parasocial relationship to you if this video eventually gets like 1 billion views, right? But first, it probably isn't the case. This video is probably going to get like 10 views or something like that. But in this case, right now, in my situation, I'm more audience than I'm creator, right? I'm a very small creator and I'm a very big audience member. I watch a ton of YouTube, right? So my position as an audience person is like that, right? So yeah, feel free to reverse the advice however you want. And yeah, basically this is all I wanted to say. You can check out my 100 video playlists here. This video advice, well, this reverse advice video that I mentioned before, well, I'm going to link that video. This is the video I'm going to link, the reverse the advice video. But I know that I also have a 100 videos playlist that you can check out later.